everyone. Today is Monday, November 1st, 2021, and joining me today and every Monday is Dr. Timothy Bray, UTD EPPS professor and director for the Institute of Urban Policy Research. Dr. Bray will give us North Texas 7-day COVID-19 trends, as well as some interesting fun data on Halloween. Dr. Bray, can you take it away with our COVID-19 trends?
Good morning, Dani, and thank you so much. So as you can see, today we are looking pretty good compared to how we have been doing. It's pretty much widely the consensus that our latest run of cases is starting to taper down. So new cases in the last week, 9,400, down 12% from the week before. Deaths over the last 7 days, 227, down almost 35%. From the week before, and active cases are down almost 18% at 23,290. Of course, this is for the 13-county North Texas area. The hospital numbers are looking good too. We are down below 90% for a total occupancy rate. That's people staying in the hospital for any purpose. Our ICU occupancy rate is down as well in the high 90%. Our vaccination data is looking good. We're at 71% partially vaccinated in North Texas, 73% in the state. So those numbers are getting better. 43 million tests to date in the state of Texas, and our 7-day positive average is 5.2%. One of the statistics I'd like to draw everyone's attention to today, however, is a let's see, let me pull this up the right way. I want to take a look at this specific set of data, looking at how our counties are comparing in across the state of Texas, because it turns out we're actually doing pretty well. So there we go. Let's maximize this. Of course, what you see here is the metro areas in the state of Texas. There are quite a few, and I've sorted the list here, and you can do this for yourself as well, on active cases per 100,000 population. This is the active infection rate. Of course, topping the list, Amarillo, Wichita Falls, Amarillo with about 446 cases per 100,000, active cases per 100,000 residents. Wichita Falls not quite far behind at 402. But Dallas is down here in the number 6 slot, the Dallas metropolitan area, at 315.25 cases per 100,000 population. Within that, I want to point out that the 4 major metropolitan counties, Denton, Tarrant, Callan, and Dallas, are among the 5 lowest active infection rates in North Texas. So our more rural counties are having a higher infection rate. Johnson, Texas, active infections at 590 per 100,000. Ellis at 577 per 100,000. Then look down at the bottom is Dallas at 248.57. Again, what's behind this? There are a lot of competing theories. The thing that we want to remember is that we need to stay vigilant. COVID-19 is still an active infection in our community. Being vaccinated helps reduce the severity of your illness. It reduces the likelihood of catching it, but nothing is a substitute for washing our hands, for continuing to be vigilant and about how we interact with each other. There are plenty of safe ways to do it. So, Dani, that is our weekly COVID-19 update for North Texas.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bray, and reiterating the fact that it is important to stay vigilant, get vaccinated, stay home when you're sick. These are all really important things. So now I'll throw it back to you, Dr. Bray. Can you give us some Halloween stats and just kind of why is data in general important?
Sure. So as you know, we just came out of 2020. 2020 was our most recent decennial census. This is the census that Congress mandated years ago. We've done it every 10 years since the birth of our nation. But the Census Bureau also collects lots of other data. They have an economic survey that they do. They maintain data on the number and types of businesses. And just this last weekend, they reduced a great little set of fun facts about what's going on related to Halloween. For instance, talking about candy, the Census Bureau tells us that there are 3,421 stores that sell candy or nut products. And I like chocolate, so many of you do as well. There are 45,000 people in the United States employed in companies and businesses that make chocolate and cocoa products. For the non-chocolate candies, there are only 24,000 people working in those industries. And lastly, if you had a lot of folks knocking on your door last night, in 2020, the Census Bureau estimated that there were 41 million potential trick-or-treaters. These are children ages 5 to 14. Coming back to sort of a COVID reference, you'll know that children ages 5 to 11, the CDC and FDA are currently working on what the vaccination approach might look like for these kids. So stay tuned for more information.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Bray, for joining us this morning and every Monday. We will see you again next week for some interesting data and always COVID-19 updates. Thanks, everybody.